Scoreboard. It's been a while, but we're lucky to have you. Today we are live for the first time, but we are starting a weekly show where we're going to be kind of previewing each area high school's opponents for that week. And this week we only have one game to preview, and that is going to be Lewiston High School versus Columbia. And today we have with us Zane Hobart, first-year head coach at Lewiston High School. Zane, how you doing today?
Hey, doing good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Excited to see how kind of the season shapes up for you. First of all, just kind of give us a little bit of a rundown on how, the preseason's gone for you and maybe what the summer holds or was held for you a little bit.
It was a good summer. Kind of got a late start in getting that stuff going, but the kids responded really well. Had a good summer throughout June and July. Getting on the field, both on the field and the weight room. It was a lot of fun, and just getting going. Just this last, week and a half ago, having that 0-week game right off the bat's been a challenge. Stuff we usually do in 3 weeks now has to be accomplished in 2.
Right.
So it's been fast and furious, but we're having fun doing it.
Awesome. So what can we expect from Lewiston there? Give us a guy or two from offense and defense that the Bengal fans can kind of look forward to watching, or who you expected things from. I think we might have lost Zane there for a second. Hold tight, guys.
Am I back?
Back, yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
Well, Zane, we were just wanting you to give us kind of a little preview on what Bengal fans can expect, offensively, defensively, from you, and maybe a guy or two that's kind of shined here leading up to this point.
Yeah, I won't divulge too much there, offense and defensively. That's we want to leave some question marks there for right now.
Yeah.
But just maybe one guy on each side of the ball. Defensively, I think Parker Bagley is going to make a huge impact for us. Last year starting as a sophomore, just going to be a junior. Expecting big things from him in a big season. Then on the offensive side of the ball, probably returning quarterback Mason Way for his senior year. We're excited to have him at the helm with some past experience with getting to play quite a bit last year in some roles. So those are two guys you can watch out for.
Awesome. So, with a newly head coach and a new staff and probably maybe a little different scheme than what people have seen in the past, how have your guys kind of adjusted and adapted that so far?
Yeah, I mean, that's stuff we started in June right away with what do we want to do? What do we want to change? What do we not want to change? There's going to be some similarities, of course. It's just kind of a blend of a lot of different things we've done throughout the years of all these different coaches. And we kind of went to the drawing board and just decided what we liked and what we didn't. And like I said, we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, and speaking of that, so what do you know about Columbia? I know it's week 1 for everybody, especially for you guys. You got a early jump on it, but kind of what can Bengal fans expect from this game, and give us just kind of a little bit of a synopsis of what you got.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you go back to the 0 week. Being a week earlier, it presents that challenge, and then all of a sudden you add that on top of, hey, your first game's on a 5-hour, 6-hour bus ride, and you're playing on the same day as that bus ride. That's another challenge within itself for any high school kid. So, from the Columbia standpoint, you're talking about a team that's returning a lot of starters. They had a lot of youth the last couple of years. This is kind of their year. Looking at some of these previews, they're looking to kind of break over that hump a little bit. I mean, this is going to be a good football team. I really believe that. Like I said, you've got these kids that have now started for 2 years. They're going to be a senior or a junior. A lot of past experience coming on that roster.
Yeah, good. Which I think they're the same division as you. Is that right? Is that
they're 5A in the state of Idaho. Yep.
Gotcha. So looking back at it a little bit, like you said, it looks like they do have a crap ton of guys from the roster from last year that are returning. Has anybody kind of player wise, is there anybody that you've kind of thought, oh man, that guy kind of jumps out?
Yeah, they've got an offensive defensive lineman to kind of shines, especially on the defensive side. It's could be an all-state kid type caliber. Same thing with the middle linebacker, and then their quarterback. He's just made a junior. I think he started since his freshman year. He's got a lot of experience. So yeah, there's some guys there for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, that's looks like might be a little tough challenge, but I know that Lewiston football is on the rise with you at the helm, and then also having seems like you've got a decent amount of returners back. Is that true?
Yeah, we've got guys on both sides of the ball that played last year for sure. But at the same token, we did graduate a really good class. So there's holes and roles to be filled for sure. So I'm excited for these kids to get that opportunity to kind of to go out and get their opportunity to go fill those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And I know everybody in the valley here is going to be rooting for you. Kind of give us how somebody can watch you. Where's it streamed at? Is it what field are you playing at? What time? All that good stuff.
We're in Nampa, 7 o'clock time. That's Mountain Time down there in Boise. We do have KOZE traveling. That will be radio. It'll be on the radio through KOZE. So that's a good way to check us out and listen to that football game.
Sweet. And anything else you'd like to add or like to get shared with our community here as you kind of embark on your first Bengal head coaching expedition here?
Yeah, no, Nate, we're just really excited, ready to get to work. Appreciate all the support and go Bengals, man.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you, Zane, and we'll all be watching, and then look forward to having you next week to kind of do the same thing and, maybe preview a little bit more of a opponent in Post Falls, I believe. Is that who you got next?
Correct. Yeah, we're at home.
All right. Well, home opener. First time you've coached Lewiston on that field, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right, man. Once again, good luck, and we'll talk to you next week.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right. See you later.